I'm still hyper from the
from the New Jack Swing.
From the New Jack Swing. Feels good to be kind. Yes. That is so right. And Khalilah Brooks, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're just vibrant.
Oh, thank you.
I just feel
excited.
the good vibes from you.
Good.
So tell me a little bit about your background. You are from Nova Scotia.
100%. Halifax, Nova Scotia, born and raised.
Woo! Hey, Nova Scotia in the house. Nova Scotia in the house, that's right. A lot of representing here tonight. Yeah. And how did you make your way from Nova Scotia to Toronto?
Well, I left Nova Scotia and went to Kingston, Ontario.
Okay.
I reconnected with my biological father. Thought I'd spend some time there with him, and then about 6 years ago I moved from Kingston to Toronto.
Okay, so that was
how I got here. Yeah,
that's your step here. Yeah. You do a lot. You're a multi-talented woman. You're a storyteller. You're an author. You're a singer. You grew up in the church, right?
Yes.
So that was your background in developing your voice in the choir.
Yes.
And when did you start writing?
Writing songs or books? Songs, oh heavens. I actually started writing songs when I was probably about 12 years old. I knew that I could kind of write poetry, so my mother had a deck and I would go outside underneath this weeping willow tree and start writing poetry. And then I said to myself, one day I'm going to be able to take this and put it into a song. And then I started getting serious with writing songs in about 2001.
Okay, okay. And do you remember the first song that you wrote?
The first song I wrote is called Lonely Days. If you ever leave me lonely, I will never be the same. So it's called Lonely Days.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting requests. Beautiful, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
And when did you start writing stories?
Stories. Well, I kept a diary my whole life, so I think I've got stories within there, but this is my first children's book ever published. And I wrote this book about 3 years ago. As a live theater production. So I put it on script for a live theater show and then transformed it into a book.
Okay. Now you are the founder of a publishing and management company. Can you talk about that?
Yes, called BAM Children's Entertainment.
BAM!
And basically what we do is we do musical theater storytelling for children ages 0 to 12 years old. So it's a touring company. We go to schools, daycares, community centers, libraries, you name it, we're there. We did Taste of Danforth, Corn Festival, everywhere. And I love what I do, yeah.
Okay. Feels good to be kind. Mm-hmm. What does that talk about?
Feels good to be kind is basically teaching children how it feels so good to be kind. We teach children how to love themselves and in turn loving others, and that's what this story is about. It's about Auntie B, the character, goes on an adventure, and she's got her groovy friends along with her, plus her sidekick puppet friend Tommy, and they're going roller skating on Funky Friday. And on Funky Friday, you know, they're skating, they're having a good time, then Auntie B falls down and hurts herself, and all of her groovy friends come along and help her up. Instead of bullying her or laughing at her or making fun of her, they come together, and it feels so good to be kind. And so they help her up and help her encourage, you know, to get up and continue to do it again. And so Feels Good to Be Kind is just basically teaching children, like I said, in turn loving themselves so that they can learn to love others. Yeah, it's a sing-along book, so it comes along with a CD, so you can eat, and it takes you right from the ages of 0 to 4 and 0 to 8. For children that may suffer from dyslexia, this book will help you.
You thought of it all.
Yes, I thought of it all.
Every age and stage.
Oh yeah, every age. I suffer from dyslexia as a young girl, so it was important to me to kind of incorporate that into this particular book, and that way children were able to kind of grow with it.
Okay. So I know that dyslexia is it's an exceptionality, right? Can you just describe what dyslexia is for some people who may not? My brother is dyslexic.
Oh, okay.
He probably doesn't want everybody knowing his business, but he is.
Okay.
So I have an understanding. Yeah.
Well, basically what dyslexia is that you've got all the puzzle pieces of the puzzle, but you can't seem to put it together. But you have an idea. And funny, you can see the ultimate goal of the picture. You know exactly what the picture looks like, but it's a matter of putting the A's and B's and C's in its proper order so that it makes sense. To me, having dyslexia as a young girl, everything made sense. I could read perfectly fine and write to me perfectly fine, but others obviously didn't seem to think so. So, and here I am now, right?
Here you are now,
yeah.
an author, an established author.
Thank
Can
you.
you take us through Feels Good to Be Kind in a la Auntie B.
Auntie B. Feels
in your
good
Auntie B voice.
In my Auntie B voice. Let's see what I can do for you.
Oh, you want to hear a little Auntie B?
Yeah. Okay. We can do that. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the small, neat village where people sing and dance, and you know that I'm the cool, neat lady who wears colorful, groovy pants. Auntie B always says, make sure you stand up straight, stick your heart out, stay groovy, of course, and take the risk. Take the risk and be kind. Why? Because it feels so good to be kind.
That was awesome. Now, that was beautiful. Thank you. Now, where can people purchase the book?
You can get the book on auntieb.ca. You can go to my publishing company as well, Pawn Star Books, and purchase it from there. And you can
shout out to Jessica Allen.
Hey, Jessica Allen, publisher. And you can also go down to Indigo, Bangor location, and they're selling the book there.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
I know it takes quite a bit of energy to put through this beautiful, beautiful work. So, and thank you for what you're doing for children and for the community at large. It's so important to love other people, but by learning to love yourself first.
Yeah, 100%. You have to love yourself first. I grew up in foster care and group homes until I was about 21. I was a ward of the court. So I had a rough start, but I knew that it was important to still love yourself in order for you to grow through the challenges that you're faced with, and then give back to the community. That's extremely important. Extremely important.
Fantastic. Very proud of you.
Thanks
a lot, Khalilah.
Thank you.
All right. Again, where can people find you? What's your website?
You can find us at www.auntyb.ca.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.